like they have no idea what you're talking about. Treat them like they don't know nothing until they prove to you that they do. Treat them like they don't know how to pose. Treat them like they don't know how to plan until they prove to you. They come to you outright and their first message has everything laid out for you. Shit, they just proved to you many things. But what are the things that are in there that you didn't see that they didn't prove to you that they need to prove to you still, right? Do they have a location in mind? You didn't ask that. They said they wanted to do an on-location shoot, something like, like top of a garage type vibes. Yeah, but what garage? A garage here or a garage in Uganda? You know what I'm saying? Like, what garage? Where? Like, around where? What ideas do you have in mind? Do you need help finding a garage? Have all of these things laid out. Pre-shoot planning. Have all these things laid out. All right? Know your spots. Do not figure it out the day of. All right? Understand your spots. Prime example, Wicked. Wicked even did a reel showing how important it is to go to a spot and location scout prior to the photo shoot. Why? Because he wants to know how it looks, how it feels, how it smells, LOL, but how it's going to react to him and his camera before he implements himself and inserts his client into the situation. I came around 6 o'clock p.m. I know the light's going to be looking like this around 6 o'clock p.m. Maybe my photo shoot's on Saturday at 3 p.m. at the Garden. I might go Tuesday at 3 p.m. at the Garden to see what the vibes are like and where the lighting's at and what spots I might be able to have so I can get more surgical. Right? So he was able to be more attentive, right? And get a lot more surgical with his client because he already had went to the space. He already went to the location and scouted it out, and he knows what he's looking for, right? He knows what things are there, what vibes are there because he played it smart. I'm not saying it's something you have to do for every single session, but when you have sessions that are somewhat important to you or sessions that you're really trying to like put a foot down on or trying to really have a really creative concept or where shit just gotta go right. You shooting a video, you shooting a photo shoot, a branding session campaign where shit just gotta go right. You need to go look at that location first. Scout it out and see what the vibes are around what time. You're doing a mini session at a park. Don't go to the park. Don't let the first time you go into that park on a Saturday at 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. be the first time you ever been to that park ever. All right, if you're about to do mini sessions for this long extended amount of time, you need to know where the clear spots are at the park around this time and day. Go 2 Saturdays before or a Saturday before and see how the traction is on that Saturday at that park. Unless you've been to the park before, but don't let that be your first time at that location or at that park. And then things that you could have controlled are now controlling you. So the whole goal is to get to a point where things that you can control continue to stay within your control. Right? To where things that are in your control continue to stay within your control. That's the whole goal, right? So these things are location, which Wicked did great, right? What to wear, how to wear it sometimes. Sometimes like it could be worn a different way. Maybe you got a cover up, but it could go in the bottom or the top. Just have these ideas in mind so that when you get to the shoot, you're getting surgical and not wasting none of your damn time and not wasting none of their time. Because your goal and your mindset is to always frame yourself as a fully booked out photographer, right? If you're getting to a location or getting to a shoot and you messing around with wardrobe and y'all didn't plan it before, or you're messing around with location because you didn't make sure the location looked a certain way before you went there, you're not a fully booked out photographer. You're not working like a fully booked out photographer. You're working like an amateur photographer. All right? So when you get to the shoot, you need to be able to get surgical. You need to be able to, perform, right, at your highest capacity without having to think about all these external factors that you didn't plan before that you could have controlled. So W Wicked. All right? Weather as well. Location, we already talked about that. Knowing your spots. Do not figure the day of. Backup plan, right? Weather, lighting, location changes. Always have a plan B, or at least have a plan B in your mind. Maybe it's not maybe it's not necessarily a location change physically, but have a plan B in your mind, which could be your plan B could be which could be a rescheduling policy, right? So I think they call it a fear of God clause, where if the weather XYZ rains, then you are obligated to a reschedule free of charge because of the weather or whatever the hell it might be, right? So have those things intact, and also let that be communicated as well, right? Let that be known, because when things catch you off guard, they make you feel uncomfortable, right? When things hit you off guard and your clients, acts of God, there we go. And when things catch you off guard, right, they make you uncomfortable, they make you scared. But if you're always in control of the situation, especially being in control of the situation with your clientele, right, You control what you control. You can't control the weather, but you can control communicating to them that, hey, the weather on Saturday looks like X, Y, Z. If it persists, then we will need to do X, Y, and Z free of charge or whatever the hell to be able to reschedule that, because I know that you can't control that. Right? Weather, lighting, and location changes. Understand how to use your damn flash before you go to that session. And even if you don't, then know how to use natural light in case your flash mess up. Rear route unfiltered. Right? So if you're going to the location and going to the setting and your flash not hitting the way that you wanted to hit, you need to know in the back of your pocket that regardless of what, I know how to use natural light, so I'm going to still get surgical. Right? Vice versa. I came here to do natural light. Natural light not doing it right. I don't really know what's going on. I know how to use flash to add a little bit of extra flash in it to where it doesn't make it look too dramatic and too unrealistic to where I can only do 1/256 or 1/128, just enough flash to still give me that natural overall look because I know how to use it. Right? That's that pre-shoot planning. Understanding where you're going, understanding the location, understanding what gear is necessary or needed to fulfill a certain job or task. Gear check. Are them damn batteries charged? Are the cards formatted? Do you have a backup body if possible? This is coming from me and my experience. We had a wedding, and I'm not too prideful to like not tell y'all about my L's. I'm not like, that's one thing I can tell y'all for sure. Like, and I'm pretty sure y'all know that from looking at the channel and stuff. Like, I will tell y'all about an L quick, and I'll make a damn class about it. Right? I'm very open about my L's because I don't want you guys to make the same mistake. One, and then two, shit, Real Unfiltered, they read the shirt. Like, like that's two. But we was at a wedding. My card filled up at the wedding the same way I saw it raining. It was so much shit going on. It's raining, and my card filled up. My first card was already filled up from the first portion of the wedding, or the day before. The second card filled up mid-wedding. I'm looking around like, oh shit, jaw drop. I don't got nothing. I don't got an extra card. I look at Fab. I said, hey yo, bro, I got this bill on camera. It was on my POV mount. I said, hey yo, bro, give me an SD card. He said, huh? All right, bet. He didn't even let me finish thinking. He was like, huh? All right, bet. He was like, all right, bet. Took the SD card out of his second card slot. Gave me the SD card. We finished the wedding. What is this right here? Gear check. Where did I fail at? I failed at checking my gear. Why? Because I was rushing. Right? Real Unfiltered. I was rushing. Right? I made sure my batteries were charged. I did not make sure my cards were formatted, and then I had an extra card or had enough space. Real Unfiltered. Did I have a backup body? Yes, but it was too far for me to grab and use. Right? So that was a fumble. That was a fold. But every F and every fail, you got to fail and fail fast. Like I like to tell Dapper. Fail fast. Or like Dapper was saying in the listening, fail fast, bro. Fail fast. All right, so I failed. I messed up. But now I know I did that shit never again because I know the feeling that I felt, my card filled up right there in the session. It felt like my shit formatted. Like, it was the same pain that I would feel if my card formatted mid-shoot. Because, bitch, you telling me I can't capture shit else? Like, that's basically what I was like, whoa. I was like, what do you mean? I was like, wait. Full? I said, so you're trying to tell me that I can't capture nothing extra? Bruh. And it was just at the point where they were about to kiss, bruh. Like, y'all know how, come on. They were about to, granted that he did cover her face with the bouquet, but they were about to kiss. And I'm like, wait a minute. My heart jumping, my heart beating, my heart XYZ. I'm like, come on, bruh. What can I do right now? I said, wait, Fab, give me an SD card. Because I know he got 3 SD card slots, bruh. Fab got a damn SD card, got 2 SD card slots and a CF Express card slot that he has them in at the same time. I said, bruh, give me the SD card. Because he got that cinema, the cinema cam, the R5C2. And he gave me that bit. I was able to finish the wedding. He came to me and was like, so you want to talk about that? I said, no. He was like, after the wedding was over, he came to me and he was like, so we gonna talk about it? I said, nah, bruh. He said, so we're not gonna talk about what just happened. I said, no. And it's crazy because I still have his SD card right now. Like, I have his SD card as we speak because when we left the wedding, he didn't have the card for me to dump. I didn't have my laptop for me to dump on. Another thing, gear check. I didn't have my laptop. I could have dumped right there on my laptop into the backup, right? Ran my backup procedure, but I didn't bring my laptop. Why? Because I was rushing that morning. Right? That all leads back into the night prior. I should have been fully prepared, right? So right here, out of this whole 5-section framework, I failed on the last one, which is the gear check. And a lot of the time, gear check is the most important one because you can't capture if you don't have the correct gear. Did I have an extra SD card in my camera bag? Yes. Did I have an extra camera in my camera bag? Yes. But where were they at? In my freaking camera bag, right? We're about unfiltered. So Don't make these mistakes, y'all. Before you go to a session, you may not think you about to use 2,000 shots, but make sure you got whatever the max capacity is of that card available before you start your day. Before you start the day, because you might be like, oh, I got 1,000 shots left on my card, and it's usually 5,000 shots total. Oh, I'm good. I got 1,000, and then somebody calls you out of nowhere to do a lifestyle session. You got no time to format, no time to save, no time to back up any of your calls, or any of your stuff. What I told y'all, I said you always have to work, and always have to operate like a fully booked out photographer. You have to always work and operate like a fully booked out photographer, because this shit won't happen to you when you do. Right? This morning, I wasn't working and operating like a fully booked out photographer. I was working and operating like a damn amateur. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, I only got one shoot, bro. I'll be straight. Ended up not only having one shoot, ended up having a shoot after that. Had to run back to the crib to dump footage, then to go back out for what was it? What did the mommy, not a mommy and me, it was the maternity, nope, not maternity, baby shower. There we go. It was the last minute baby shower that I got called to do. Had to drop the footage off of the wedding. Had I had my laptop on me, I could have dumped the footage right there in the car. Not wasted no time or gas. Right? Gear check. Everything else was checked. I had the idea, I had the mood board for the wedding. I knew what poses I want to do for the wedding. Expectations, I was very communicative with the clientele, XYZ. I scouted the location. I knew we were going to get married, whether we get married at. Okay, boom. All that's checked up. Backup plan, weather, lighting, it started raining. We're going to get this bit done regardless. All right, cool, XYZ, boom. Charge batteries, hell yeah. Formatted card, no. Backup body, yeah. Formatted card, no. All right, so don't let that happen to y'all. Your image is your first impression, but your prep is a part of your image. So how prepared are you? Oh my gosh, bro. Taxi was he was overly prepared, man. Like, he was very communicative overall. This is the things that people talk about when they give you your testimonial or your live review, or when they talk good about you to other people. This is stuff they talk about, right? Did my client know that my car wasn't formatted? Hell no, because she didn't know what that means. Right? Did my client know that I had a discrepancy or a problem or a hiccup mid-shoot? Hell no, because I wouldn't let them see. Right? So being able to push through and push past and fail fast. Push through and push past, fail and fail fast. I like that right there. Push through and push past, fail fast. I gotta get that tatted. Push through and push past, comma, ... Fail fast. I like that right there. A nice one. I gotta add it to the books. Right? So confidence over perfection. Guys, confidence takes you overly a long way. I feel like it takes you everywhere that you need to go, for real, especially when it comes to photography and reaching out, outreach, locking in, all these different types of things, bro. The delivery as well, especially. Right? So confidence, you have to be able to own the set. What does that mean? Be the authority. Clients will follow your energy. If you're unsure, then they will feel that you're unsure. If you're assertive and you're telling them what to do, or not in a bad way, but you're assertive with confidence, letting them know that, oh man, this is what you got to do. Do this right here, do that right there. Yeah, man, for sure. That looks good. Yep. You're giving them confidence, you're being assertive, and you're reassuring them all within the same session, right? This positions you as an authority in that location and in that space, right? During the entire wedding, I'm directing. They see me as an authority now when it comes to this photography in the space, because I'm over their memories, right? I'm the overseer of their memories, and I'm capturing these memories, all right? If I was unsure, they would feel that I was unsure. They would feel my vibe, but I wasn't giving them the vibe of being unsure. I let them know that as long as these photos come out fire, I don't give a damn if it rained. That's what I told her. I said, man, if it rains, but these photos come out hard, did it really matter that it rained? She said, you're right. I said, exactly. As long as they come out hard, right, and everything looks right, it doesn't really matter that they rained, right? Give clear direction. Step forward, right? Turn your shoulders towards them, right? Let them know what to do. Give them assertive. Have your body looking at them. Give them that confidence that they need. Don't be talking to your client and looking at them over the side. Yeah, you know, XYZ. Turn into them, right? Let them know what to do, and also tell them what to do, right? Look right here. Do this right there, XYZ, right? Be very specific on what you want them to do. I'm really big about opening your shoulders towards your clients. It might sound like crazy. People might not care, but I studied this one book about body language. When I tell you guys that I was trying to get better at communicating with individuals and people in general, because one of my goals in this world, LOL, I'm going to keep manifesting it, is before I die, I want to do a TED Talk, right? So that's why I do this, so I can get closer to that goal. So what it was saying is that how you speak is only half the battle. How you present yourself, how you move, how you walk, and then how you articulate your body, right? to go along with your verbiage, to go along with your words, and to go along with your pronunciation, right? It all is your language. It all is your form of language. Had I just talked to you guys with no hand movements, no hand gestures, I would just seem like an AI robot, like I don't have emotion or health or life, right? But when I add extra hands and when I add extra things that help, exaggerate. You see that right there? You see that right there? How did I not exaggerate? Exaggerate. You see how you just felt the difference? Things like that. It makes me more assertive. So when talking to clientele, you have to think about how you're how are you presenting yourself? Are your shoulders, are your posture good? Are you hunched? Are you talking to them like, how are you articulating yourself? So I keep in mind all these things when talking to clients because it can either position you as an authority or an amateur, right? And those are two opposite sides of the board. You're always going to be positioned as an authority, right? So pumping them up, telling them that they look good, that they look amazing, X, Y, Z while shooting, giving them confidence because the confidence will show in photos, right? Making them laugh and things of that nature, like how Carolina does when she be doing her sessions, making the client laugh and getting that genuine emotion out of them can give them confidence, but it can also make it look more so candid as well. So that's one thing I could say that I love too. Photography only, photos only. Camera would you choose? Get you a R, get you a A, get you a Canon R, get you a Canon EOS R or a R8 or a RP or a R1, R2, R6, something like that. Get you a R, get you one of them R's. Join the Discord. I'm not supposed to be talking to you right now. I'm supposed to be talking to my students. Join the Discord. Discord links in my bio. Go to my bio. We'll send you links and stuff. It's free. It's a free chat. This class though that I'm doing right now is not free. So if you want to join that, you got to pay. But join the Discord. It's free. The link's in my bio. I'm not even talking to you right now. You just caught my eye, and I felt bad for not answering your question. All right. Show them references as well. Right. Have examples ready on maybe on your phone to get them less guessing and more executing. I only have references for difficult clients. Right. That might sound terrible, but I only really have references for a client that I feel like is going to be difficult, that may not understand what the hell I'm saying or what I'm trying to articulate, especially when I'm in a crunch. Like when I'm in a crunch of time, I'm like, bro, I got 5 shoots today. Right? I got 5 shoots today. I don't got no time for this right now. I got 5 mini sessions today, or I got 5 XYZs back to back. It's like, bro, you not listening or understanding what I'm saying is making everything a lot harder, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll show them references. I'll have examples ready on my phone, right? Which give me a lot less guessing and a lot more executing, right? So I don't over explain. Hold on real quick. Ma, I am currently in a class teaching like 1,000 students at one time. How can I help you? Yes, the class ends at 10 p.m. Yes, I love you. I will call you after I'm done. I will call you when I'm done. Class ends at 10 p.m. All right, love you. Hello. My mom said hello, everybody. They said hi, Mama Taxi.
Hey girl.
They all said hey. Love y'all
Hello,
too.
love.
Yeah, you heard them too? All right, my little sister said hi. All right, bye. She called me 7 times, bro. So like not 7, but she called me 3 times back to back to back, and I'm like, bro, I'm in class. So yeah, my cousin just died like 2 days ago, so I'm pretty sure that's what she was calling about. We're about Unfiltered. Do not say sorry for your loss. I heard it enough. I do appreciate y'all though. All right, let me see. All right, so show them a reference, right? Have examples ready on your phone, right? Have a lot less guessing and have a lot more executing. That will help so much more, right? Do not over explain. Do not over explain, because sometimes when you over explain, it makes them feel like you're belittling them or you're making them feel dumb or slow. So over explaining sometimes does so that's kind of why I be having the references, because when I keep explaining and you don't get it, now you feel like I'm like beating on you or making you feel like you don't understand stuff. So I try my hardest to keep the energy moving so I can just, see the shot, take the shot, and keep it pushing. See the shot, take the shot, get them to review, adjust it, and then just stay in the same flow so things can keep going, right? Directing with confidence, not with perfection, right? Lead with confidence, not with perfection. Every shot not gonna come out fire, but I bet you get hella diverse images, and some of them that we're shot through that confidence, we'll have some elements of perfection in the client's eye, right? They may not look perfect to you, but being that you keep the energy moving, you take the shot, you have them review, you adjust, and you stay in that flow, right? There's no form of disconnect between you and your client, and everything continues to flow. And certain form of perfection will be brought through when the client views them, because they'll view them, they'll look at them, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I love this one. And you might not like that bit, but they may love it. And the best part about whether you like it or not, and the client sees it and they love it, is that's really all that matters. And then after the client sees it and loves it, guess who took the photo? You. And guess who made the client love that image of themselves? You. See what I'm saying? So it don't even matter whether you like it or not. They might like the shit and you might not like it. And then if you like it, or if they like it and you don't like it, they still gonna tell everybody you took it. So you still get all the, you know what I'm saying? You still get all the benefits of taking the photo regardless, you know what I'm saying, of you not liking a certain image. Because I've had some blurry ones, they be banging away. That's why I was like, y'all be like, y'all, I think y'all asked me, they're like, so Taxi, you give your clients the raw images, right? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, well, some of them be black, or some of them be blurred out, or some of them be dark, or underexposed, or overexposed. Do you give them those too, or do you filter those out? I said, I give them all of the images. Like, I give them everything. Like, bruh, but you're not afraid of them posting one of the XYZs, right? No. Why? Because it leads right back to me. Like, whether I view that as a bad image and the client bang with that image and they bring me more clientele, isn't that all that matters? It's like, oh, but they throw a filter on it. They do that. And now I'm like, I can't control it at that end. Because I could have the photos edited or edit them, send them to them, and they still throw a filter on it. And I'm going to still get mad. So if I'm going to get mad both ways, shit, then why do I care at the beginning? I just care about my delivery, my connection to the client, my overall delivery, and the overall experience that I gave you, because the photography portion is my art form, so I can still deem, that, and still edit things and do things the way that I want to for my own portfolio. But outside of that, when it comes to the money making portion and stuff like that, you're really just in the job of people pleasing, bro. And it's like, if you're able to please these individuals, the individuals will continue to pay you. So if you're able to please and give them a good experience, but also give them good product. Some people's product is like subpar, but they have great experience. Some people have not so good experience, but have great work. And sometimes like it'll still level out to where the experience carries a lot more weight. Like I used to see when I was first when I was first coming up, like within photography and building out my journey, I see a lot of photographers that were charging arms and legs. But I would watch their like BTS and then see their, not necessarily BTS, but like see the stuff that they posted on social media. And I would look at their editing style and all of that. And it's like, myself personally, I didn't like the style, but I'm like, damn, how are they able to charge this amount? I'm like, it's because of the experience that they give their client. I'm like, okay, their client is paying for it because of the experience, not because of the work, right? They value the work because of the experience that the person gave them. And what is an experience? An experience is an emotional investment, right? If you come and shoot with me and I give you the best experience possible, you are heavily emotionally invested into me, which will make you do what? Come back again and again and again and again, even if my work is subpar. So when you think about the business side of photography, it's really just relationship building and experience serving. But when it comes to the, I guess, art side or photography side, then that's more so when it comes to you and how you like to carry yourself in the line of your work. So that's why it's like a lot of people ask me about that too. It's like, oh, well, why do you allow this or why do you allow that? It's because there are certain concepts or certain things that I will do for my creative bone and for that artistic side of photography. And then there are things that I will do for the client side to make money. So when you're doing photography, it's very hard to find that line between what concepts or what parts of the industry or what things that you do in photography are for money and what other things that you do are for, the love of the game or for your concept or for your art or for your passion or things that you want to do just because you want to do it regardless of you getting paid for it or not. So there you got to find that line where it's like, okay, these are things that I would do for money, these are things that I would do for passion. So any of the saying that they're subscribed, wait, let me see. Boom, 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 boom. So let me see. bro, they don't be following the instructions. When you join the Patreon, you gotta go to PNG University. There's a whole collection, and you scroll down, and it's the first post in that collection for the link to the class. Let me see, bro. And I think that their email is different as well. 90% of the time, that'd be the thing, bro. Like when you join, you got 2 different emails, bro. It'd be hard to keep up with them. All right, let me see if I could make them the thing. Are they texting in the general chat? Yes, I'm on Patreon. Yeah, soon I'll figure a way how to figure this shit out. All right, is it in the university announcements tab, right? Hold on, let me see. I think the class link is in the university announcements tab. If you send it in the university class university, that's fine too. Just don't send it in the main chat, obviously. But if you send the class link in the because I just added them to the thing, to the whatever, to the what's the name. Is he responding? Did he join or? I forgot bruh's at name. Yeah, I forgot bruh at name. All right, bet. But like I was saying, is that's why I have certain concepts that I know that I have to. You have to pay bills. But if you only focus on paying bills, then you never fill your creative cup. So you have to have, like I was telling you guys, like always collaborating or always doing something that helps you fill that creative cup, right? So I have certain concepts that I will do that I know I want to do for myself, that I want to be in control of how they come out. Then I have certain concepts for clientele that I'm not really in control of how they come out, because overall the client is always right, and you're fighting to, I guess, if you start to try to like create a problem between it, you're basically fighting for their view or their vision, right? And it's like, I understand it's your work, but you know what I'm saying, when you're in that service providing world, if you get your hair done and you get a haircut and your barber mess up your haircut, it's like, how would you feel if your barber mess up your haircut? Right? So there's little things like that I say that I would say, like, keep in mind and think of, because if your barber mess up your haircut, or you go to the nail salon, or you get a manicure if you're a dude or whatever, and they cut your cuticle, what the hell can you really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be mad too. So it's kind of like, I look at all service providing businesses the same, and then the same thing with this. Like, if you got my edge line crooked, right? If you're my barber, I want you to fix my edge line. And if something goes wrong with the concept, or you didn't fulfill the vision, right, as once agreed, right, then I would expect you to fix my edge line on my vision. Or I'm gonna go home from the barber shop and I'm gonna fix my own lineup, because I've done it before, and then I never went back to a barber ever again for a long time. So it's kind of like that same vibe. But when it comes to clients that I do for bread, I allow them to, I guess, control the situation or whatever, so that way I get the least amount of friction as possible. But then it's like, when I do collaborations or concepts in that realm, I have a little bit more say-so or more leeway, because it was my idea overall. So it's like that, just like help out with, getting that extra fulfillment. I think that's really why I kind of started that, was because I've had times where I don't get that extra, get that sense of fulfillment when you're chasing a bag. Like, when you're constantly chasing a bag, bro, it's very hard to get any different forms of fulfillment within yourself as an individual, because you're just chasing that money, you know what I'm saying, that monetary value, or that price tag. So I had to do things like that, like still collaborating, still doing things that I want to do for fun, and then allowing my clients to have more of a say-so or more control in certain concepts or aspects when it's for their birthday or their maternity session or their whatever the hell, business, brand, whatever. I push myself more so to sacrifice for my clients to make sure that I get their vision and their ideas brought to life more so than what I'm trying to make happen, because it's their idea and they paid me for that. But if I'm doing a collab, or I'm doing an idea that I brought up or a concept that I put together or whatever, I'm a lot more creatively free to have a lot more fun and things of that nature with it. So then I'll be a little bit more skeptical or more whatever, you know what I'm saying, more sacred over like what I decide to do or however I decide to do it. But behind the scenes overall is not just content, right? It is marketing. It's 1000% marketing, bro. Like every session is a content opportunity. Every reaction is a testimonial. Whether they say, "Oh my gosh, come and shoot with Taxi PNG," or they say, "Oh my gosh, Taxi, there's no way these photos are raw," they mean the same exact thing. They didn't say that, but they mean the exact same thing. "Oh my gosh, there's no way these photos are raw, Taxi," means the exact same thing as, "Make sure y'all book with Taxi PNG because he's, oh my gosh." It's the same exact thing. Both are testimonials. They're both just worded differently. Did K bruh join the call? Did bruh join the call? It's like I gotta make it like even more easy to understand how to join on Discord. I mean on what's it called, bro? I gotta make it like even. I don't even know how to share this. Like I can't even figure out where to share this link at. Okay, here we go. But yeah. But yeah, so every reaction is testimonial or is a form of testimonial. Every frame is overall future marketing. What does that mean, right? So with every frame being future marketing means that no matter what you will record right now, it can be used forever, right? Meaning it could be evergreen, meaning it could be followed back up, meaning that it can be, re brought up later on, right? And still basically live on, right? So if I have a behind the scenes video of me doing a photo shoot and showing how my client responds, how my client responds to the photo shoot, right? Let me see. Class Wednesday. Showing how my client reacts to the photo shoot. There we go. Showing how my client reacts to the photo shoot. This will perform just as well now as it will a week, month, year, 2 years from now, because I'm still a photographer. As long as you're still in that same field, that behind the scenes will live on forever, right? A lot of the times, how you guys will see with I have behind the scenes videos or old videos of me that still has locks, those videos still live on forever. I'm still the exact same person. I may have different hair, but I'm still the same person. So I'm still able to reuse and still use those videos. I'll use them shits forever because why? It's still me. Right? Some of you guys feel like, oh, like I lost 12 pounds, so I still can't use those videos, or, I don't look the exact same, or I used to have acne and I no longer have acne, or bop, right? All of these things, when in reality, it still comes back to it being you, right? Right? So that's one thing I can say is like, it's still you, regardless of what may happen, regardless of how you may physically appearance may change, you're still you, bro. So this content is evergreen. This content you can always use. You will forever be able to go back to it. So I always recommend to you guys to always create content, like creating content daily for every shoot that you do, because you can always use it, whether you post it now or don't post it now or post it in the future or post it later or whenever the hell you decide to post it, it can always be reused. So I always recommend for you guys to do that, because it's going to continue to be able to, overall help you grow your business, bro. As long as you're a photographer, any behind the scenes that you made throughout the year of being a photographer, you're able to use in the realm of photography, bro. All right. Okay. So capture the before. Getting some behind the scenes of the before, get footage of your client, potentially arriving, potentially styling, potentially you posing them. That's that before. First reaction to the space, things like that. That's a before. When they walk in, they look at the setup. Oh my gosh, this is nice. There's some ideas for the before, right? Then you still have the shoot process overall, the camera rolling while you're working, while you're shooting, showing the back of you, maybe the POV of you working, just different things about showing you hands on and how you are in the field and how you get down and dirty and get surgical, right? Recording reactions overall, the moment that they see the photo shoot or the preview a shot, this right here is an ad, right? Not always necessarily monetarily, like, putting money behind this form of ad, but this is your advertisement, right? This is the come book because of how this just made me react. Oh my gosh, there's no way this photo is raw. Made me react in a really good way to where I now watch this as a potential buyer, a potential client, and I'm like, oh shit. Like if he made her react like that, she definitely gonna make me react like that. You know what I'm saying? Right? So while the camera is rolling, you're working, get that, filming the reveal, screen recording, or the in-person session of the reaction. It sells your work so much better than a caption. When I put screen recording here, what I meant was when I do the virtual call with the client and I let them watch their wedding back, I'll be screen recording them. I haven't really used them yet. I need to. But I'll be screen recording them on like we'll do like a call like this, a video call, and I'll screen record like while they watch it, like while I play it for them, and they're like, oh my gosh, what? Like, and those reviews are just like so heartfelt and like literally like out of this world for real, because they make me feel something, and I know for a fact when I start to use them as ads or advertisement, as I continue to push more into the wedding photography space, as you guys have been seeing lately, right? This will be able to, be picked up and resonated with so much better for all of those clients in my target audience, right? My target market per se. Energy overall, energy on set. And energy on set is your marketing offset, right? So my clients tell me all the time that my passion shows through my work. I told you guys this multiple times. They tell me that my passion shows through my work, and you can tell that I actually love what I do. Right? I spelled that. I didn't spell it wrong. I put a space in between actually and the A, but y'all know what the hell it means. So they can tell that I actually love what I do because I leave it on the field every single time. Right? But because I'm out there, I'm getting down, I'm getting in the mud, I'm on the floor, I'm knees on the ground, I'm really doing anything for that shot every single time. It's game time. You know what I'm saying? Every single photo shoot is a new football game. Is a new time to show myself and show, how much I really want this thing, right? Your energy overall is a part of the product, right? Clients will feel your energy, right? Your passion translates into trust, right? If you love the shot that you took, then they will love the shot that you took because they can feel your passion and how much you love what you do. I get this all the time. Like, I get this daily, and I think it's because I actually love what I do. And if you don't love what you do, you might need to choose something else to do, right? So that's the overall goal with like photography, bro. It's like if you do love this thing, it's going to be so much easier for you to go far because you actually love what you do. So when you have slow seasons, when you have seasons that, you may have to do other things for revenue because, photography can't be your main, or when you have other seasons where like you let certain things go and then pick it back up. I know some of you guys do security. I know some of you guys, are EMTs. Some of you guys, do a lot of different things. Some of you guys are nurses, right? And some of you guys are corporate workers, corporate managers, right? And a lot of the times you guys have to put the camera down, pick up, and then pick the camera back up. All that really matters is that you keep picking it back up. And every time you pick the camera back up, you get closer and closer to your end goal. You get closer and closer to your final destination, right? Of where you actually want to be, or the business that you aspire to have, regardless of what you're currently doing, what you're currently working. All that matters is you keep picking it back up, right? Because that shows you're passionate, right? That shows that you're passionate. Your passion translates into trust. If you love the shot, they will love the shot. If you love what you do, they will love what you do, and they will love how you do it. How you act between each frame is what they will remember. Every time you're taking a photo, what are you saying to them? How are you communicating with them? What are you doing? How are you posing? Like, you're looking at them, but they're looking at you and how crazy you look. What extents did you go through for the shot? Is your ass on the floor? I'm not telling you to do it, but I does. But certainly, they're judging you. Like, oh shit, like, bro, he was leaning on a tree. Bro got down and got that angle. Like, that's what they remember. Right? This is what they remember because the entire time that you're looking at them through your viewfinder, and you remember them because you're seeing them so long for a long period of time. And when you go out into the world, you might see them again. You're going to remember them. Why? Because you looked at them for a fucking hour straight. And they're going to remember you because they looked at you for an hour straight. So it's like, it reciprocates both ways. And what image or memory are you going to give them for when they're staring at you for an hour straight? Are you going to give them that, oh yeah, he loves his job and he be XYZ? Or are you going to give them like, oh, he was just doing it for the bread? Like they can tell and they can read that. And my clients will tell me all the time, I can tell you're not just in it for the money. I can tell you actually care about the people you work with. I can tell that you actually boom, boom. That's why you'll have a forever client in me. I'll always come back to you because I believe in your vision and boom, boom, boom. Like they see the things, bro. They see it. And it's very hard to fake passion. It's very hard to fake like loving something. It's very hard, right? So bring that same energy to every client. I do that to every single client, whether they're a $200 client or a $2,000 client. My clients are getting the exact same effort. All right. Some of y'all be like, oh, I'm gonna go way harder for somebody who paying 2 bands, but a client's a client. In my mind, a client's a client. Whether my client is doing a collaborative work, I'm treating them the same way how I would treat a client that's doing paid work. And I think that kind of shows the difference between it as well. Like if you treat somebody who's collaborating with you worse than you would treat somebody who's paying you, then why should someone pay you? You know what I'm saying? Like if we're all like it's like that shit could go any different way in any different business and even in life and regular in general. Like if you feel like, you know, a person who's homeless is less valuable than someone who has a home, then it's like, are we not all human? Same thing with a client. You know, if you decide an idea and you decide a rate or something that you're willing to take and that client's paying $200, you can't belittle them or look down on them or try to, you know, treat them worse than the person who's paying you more money when both of them have to carry the same title of client. And they were both clients that you decided to take and you accepted as a client. So both of your clients need to get the best service possible, regardless of what they paid. Obviously, you subconsciously are going to treat the $2,000 client like a $2,000 client. But you should treat both of them as if they're celebrities. You treat both of them as if they carry weight because they both do. They're paying something in your life, whether it's $200 and that's helping you pay for groceries for the 2 weeks, or it's helping you pay for gas for the week or the month or whatever, or it's $2,000 that just paid your rent for the month. Both of them are helping in some way, shape, or form pay for some shit that you need in order for you to keep your life revolving and moving. And that's just real, raw, and unfiltered. All right, handling difficult clients without losing yourself, right? So the client wants edits outside of what you guys agreed. I do understand that, however, that's outside of our original package. I'm happy to add those at XYZ per image or whatever is reverting back to your policy agreement. So you should have something, or I'm pretty sure you already have something, or if you don't, you should know about this, that outside of a certain amount of time, then it is a certain amount of money to either re-upload the images to your Pixelset link. I don't have a date or an expiration clause anymore because my shit don't expire no more. I used to have one, but I used to be like, it was $25 extra to re-upload after 7 days of the link being live. I used to have that, but that's a difficult client, and then just letting them know. But each time you have a difficult client, you're basically reverting back to your policy, which is the thing that they read before they even decided, or they should have read, or should have hit a ticker or Xbox on before booking or using or shooting with you. All right. Lowball overall, client that lowballs and that's trying to like haggle you for some like extra cheese or for less cheese for real. My pricing overall reflects my experience, right, and the value that I deliver, right. So, damn, bro, you put about damn, why the fuck you charge so much, bro? Like, damn. Well, honestly, I can't even lie. Like, you know, my pricing just reflects my overall experience and the value that I deliver to you in your business. Oh shit. It's handling them. They still may not book your ass, but it's saying things and speaking in ways that can uphold in court, as I always tell y'all, right? Saying things and speaking in ways that can indeed uphold in court. All right, so keeping that in mind, that everything that you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So just keeping that in mind. Unhappy client with the result, right? You have to listen first and then offer a revision or something like that, or find a way to make them happy and do not respond with your ego, right? Hold your standard, hold your image, don't respond with your ego, right? They're wanting a revision, they have an idea, or they want you to change this or change that or whatever. You let them know, no problem. I can offer you one revision. I got you. I can XYZ, boom boom. What usually will happen is they still won't like your revision. After that, you just have to deal with it, and they have to deal with it as well. Because what will happen is they will either edit it themselves using I was about to say the name of that shit, but I don't want y'all to go use that shit. No, I was not about to say a vote. I was about to say something else. They will use one of these little iPhone apps on some bullshit and mess up your image. Or they will try to edit it themselves, or they'll have someone else do it, or their cousin who knows how to use AI. They put that bit into AI and use the prompt or whatever the hell. They be doing all this different type of stuff. And you have to continue to move indifferent from the result. Why? Because you are upholding and retaining and maintaining the image of your business. All right, so you got to keep that in mind overall, maintaining the image of your business. That happened to me before. I hate it. I do too. I do as well. It happens to me as well. But what you have to continue to remember is, not even continue to remember, like, I have to remember, did I get paid for what I did do? Yes, I did get paid for what I did do. Now, the part that I'm bothered by, am I bothered because they didn't like my work? Okay, let me be more humble. Am I bothered because they didn't like my work? Yes. So what does that mean? I need to get better as a photographer. You might hate to hear it. I hate to hear it. But if they didn't like how the thing came out, one, it may not just be their form of vision, or two, I might not be as good as I think I am. Right? And that's the most humbling shit to think about. Because a lot of the time we're not as good as we think we are. And I've had that happen where a client wants an image or a VFX image or an edit to look a certain way, and I'm trying my hardest to do it. I done give them 3, 4, 5, 6 revisions, and they still end up editing it or doing it the way they want or putting a filter. I've had a very notable client do this as well. I'm not going to name drop, but I had a very notable and a few famous clients do this as well. And I wasn't able to meet that vision. And did I still get paid? Yes. But did it hurt me mentally? Yes. Why? Because I needed to get better at photography. I needed to get better at editing. Something that I thought I knew, shit that I thought I knew, I didn't know. The level that I thought I had reached, I hadn't. Right? The version of me that I thought I was, I wasn't. But I'm thinking that I deserve to be treated this way, deserve to be spoken to this way by clients, deserve to be XYZ, when in reality, I may have needed to hear that shit from that client. When in reality, I may have needed to experience this bad client. So I know how to shift, morph, and proceed with my business, or even get better. Because a lot of the time, clients don't know how to give you constructive criticism. They only give you criticism. They don't know how to give you constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is, you did this right, but you should do this better. Criticism is, damn, I don't like this shit. Clients don't know how to give you constructive criticism. They just know, based off of the amount that they spent on you, how they feel about the outcome of the image, or how they feel about the outcome of the images. They feel that there's a value mismatch. I thought you were going to be able to fulfill my vision, but you didn't. So now I have a value mismatch in you and what you charged me. I have a value mismatch in your skill level and the amount of money that you told me you were worth. So what that tells me as a photographer is, I need to get better. You can only control what you control, bro. We can get mad at our client all damn day long. We can, but nothing changes. We just get mad. We gossip, we yell, we scream, we cry in the dark, as I have done. And we get frustrated. We get overly flustered. Right? And we complain. But there's a lot of things in there that we can only control, we can control. If our client does not like that, we got two things to do. We can get better as a photographer. We stop caring, right? Or we continue to be a lot more openly communicative, because I'm pretty sure there was a point in time where your client showed you that concept. I'm overly guilty. When I'm talking to y'all, don't think y'all getting targeted. I'm dead ass talking to me and multiple versions of myself, because I've done this shit so many times. Where I say yes to a concept that I thought I was able to fulfill within the eyes of my client, and then I'm not able to fulfill it, and I get mad at the client because I knew damn well I should have communicated to the client that I've never done something like this before. So if I'm not able to match your vision directly, don't get mad at me type shit. Like I could have found a way to articulate this message to my client, but instead I said most definitely can make that happen. And now when it comes time to make that thing happen, I got my feet in a little bit too deep in the water. Right? I thought I was able to make your vision fully come true, and now I'm too prideful to tell you that I can't do it. So I just start whipping shit together. I just start figuring shit out. When in reality, I should have humbled myself and understood that I know I can do this thing, or I believe that I can do this thing, but I have yet to do it. And that comes with being a lot more communicative, and then humbling yourself as well and understanding that maybe I'm not as good as I think I am currently right now at this position in my photography career. I need to get better. There were certain things that I didn't know when I was editing those images. Like I didn't know how to use tonal curves correctly. I didn't know that the top right corner was highlights and the bottom left corner was shadows. I didn't know the bottom right corner was blacks and the top left corner was whites. I didn't know these things. I didn't know what the red tone curve, yellow tone, I didn't know what the shit did. But I had to learn all of that. Right? I had to learn all of this after I had that bad client. And they're not even a bad client a lot of the time. They're just telling me shit that I don't want to hear. They're saying things to me that I don't want to hear, but I need to hear. So I can't even label them as a bad client. They just rubbed me the wrong way. They made me insecure. They attacked one of my insecurities. I knew that I may have not been as far along in photography, right, as I think I am, but they just proved to me that I'm not. I thought I was chilling. I thought I was good. But they came to me with a concept that really confungled my brain. And I'm like, how the hell did they get these tones to look like this? Now I'm trying to learn tone curves, trying to learn how to morph and shift shit, and I can't even get it to look exactly how they want. We going back and forth, how to get in 5 revisions. I can't figure it out. I'm bothered. I'm aggravated. I'm agitated. And when they post them with their own filter that they use from a random app, the way that they like. After I went back and forth all these times. This is previous too. This is recent, y'all. This is like last month. This happened last month, gang. Real Unfiltered. This happened like the first week of May. The first week of April. Real Unfiltered, bro. But I come to you guys with these conversations because I want you guys to know, one, you're not the only one that goes through it. Are you the only one that handles it the way that you handle it? Yes, potentially. But you're not the only one that goes through it. You have to go through it, get through it, fail and fail fast. Right? Understand what you're going through. Get through it. Don't allow it to control you. Fail. Understand it's an L. Learn from that bit. Fail fast. Get your ass back up and figure it out. Okay, what was I not able to do that this client wanted? This client said that her skin looked a little too orange. I've had it happen to me. I felt bad. Oh my God, but you got me look like an alien. The way she said it was terrible. Why? Because it was criticism. It was not constructive criticism. It was criticism. It was direct criticism. It wasn't constructive because she didn't say what I did good first and then say what I did bad. It was criticism. So I took it as me being targeted. I took it as her poking at one of my insecurities, right? But when I sat down and thought about it, I had to think back and I had to think about it like, okay, she's really telling me how to be better. Because if she thinks that she looks orange, other clients may also think they look orange, but they won't tell me because they feel bad about telling me. Then I think back even deeper. Damn, why haven't I had any of my clients come back? Damn, why haven't I yet had any of my clients repeat? Why haven't I had any of my clients retain? Why haven't I had any of my clients come back to me for another photo shoot? Why have I had my clients go to other photographers in my same location when they already shot with me? There's some shit that I didn't do right. And that all comes with humbling yourself, bruh. I was making my clients look orange. And when I understood that I said, let me learn how to stop that shit. When I learned how to stop it, I started seeing some clients retain, right? And about about a year ago also, that was my first 2 years of photography, but a year ago, another instance happened where I was shooting and I was only using, I wasn't using enough flash power. I would shoot in studio, a lot of very hard shit, like shadows. It was too dark overall, the image. I wasn't using enough flash power that I had at my disposal. I had 2, 3, 4 lights. I'm only using one light and only using like half the power of the light, not really trying, right? I'm not telling y'all this is what y'all got to do, but it was like, what the hell separates these other people that they're leaving me from me? What separates me from the concept that they're asking me to create and them saying that I wasn't able to fully create that concept. I had to humble myself. I had to relearn, right? I had to understand they like this style. I haven't fully reached that style yet. I don't understand how to morph light that far yet. It was like a year and a half ago. Within those next 3 months, I'm understanding, I'm trying new things, I'm experimenting. Boom, I started getting more clients that came back. So I started to feel like, okay, now I have hit that certain style, or I have hit that certain level of experience to where I can create almost any concept. And it all came from me humbling myself. It hurts because of who it comes from, right? Maybe it came from a client that shot with you multiple times before, and it hurts because they say it. But when you sit back, think, and listen with a third ear and not just the two you have, it's really them criticizing you in a constructive manner that they don't know how to articulate. It's really them giving you certain triggers on how to get better at photography overall. It's really them picking on you, yes, bullying you, potentially, but for the better. So that way you can get better. Like, that is the real, raw, and unfiltered way. Your client was being unfiltered with you. They told you they didn't like it. Now you have to be real enough with yourself and raw enough with yourself to get better and understand that the best trait that you can have, especially going through photography and being a part of PNG University and PNG culture, is being self-aware. Understanding your flaws, understanding what you do good as a photographer, what you don't, being self-aware and being open to criticism. That shit's hard. Oh my gosh, it's hard. It's so hard, but it's one of the best traits to have. You're able to be open to criticism and you're able to openly accept it. That's the real, raw, and unfiltered way, bro. Because it is the fastest way to level you up as a photographer. It's the fastest way to get you better, is to be open and accepting of criticism. The fastest way for you to get better, bro. The fastest way for you to get better. And a lot of people will look at the criticism chat, and somebody says something about your image, and you're like, damn, bro. Like, you might not text it back, but you might feel it, and that's a feeling that you needed to have. They're not targeting you. You asked for that criticism, they gave it to you, right? But it's to help you get better. But you feel some type of way because you know it as well. And that's the only time that you ever feel that way, is when somebody targets your insecurities or stabs an extra when you already feel like you're down, you already feel like you're not fully there yet, right? I've had this happen a lot lately, bro. And it's like people tell me shit that I'm already knowing, like I'm trying to get better at my lighting. Like, I just started doing a 4-light setup, right? Prime example. And I've been trying to get a lot better with like the evenness of my lights, because sometimes my lights are too powerful. I'm using different modifiers, trying to get them the same way that I want, because clients are showing me these clothing brands and branding sessions, and I'm trying to match the lighting, and it's like, it's hard as shit. And I'm trying to make it all make sense because I'm controlling 4 lights at one time, gang. Like, I done mastered the 2, I done mastered the 1, I done damn near mastered the 3, but 4, it's like shit. Trying to get it to make sense, and it's all flash. But I'm having to humble myself and understand that I don't know it all, and I still got to learn some stuff. I still got shit to learn. Right? So this is me pushing y'all to be more self-aware of yourself, right? To not take everything to heart in forms of criticism, but also in forms of your clients talking shit to you, right? And to 3, understand that you can always be a student to the game, and there's always more to learn, right? So clients unhappy with the results. Sorry, that bit triggered me. The client unhappy with results, because boy, that shit happened like literally like last month, bro. I had a little bit in, like some little stuff happened after that, but that was like the biggest one that stuck with me, is like them not liking the images and going back and forth, and we had to do like 4 or 5 different revisions, bro, just for them to put a filter over it. But I had to ask myself, did I still get paid? Like, was this one of those clients that my stylistic choice mattered more, or was it one of those clients that like I still got paid from, and I'm still able to move forward, and I still can now learn from this situation to better myself for the next client? What did I do wrong here? How did I miscommunicate here to where I can better communicate for the next client? That's the whole goal, is to continuously get better. But if you stay stuck on one, you can never get better for the next. So really got to humble yourself and be more self-aware, and to help you get a lot better. I've had like one-on-one talks with a lot of different you guys. I've been helping you guys be able to humble yourselves too. Like there's times where like you think like things are one way, or you think the quality is one way, or you think XYZ, but why can't I keep anybody coming, or why can't I do this? Like you got to breathe. You need to ask yourself, is my work as good as I actually think it is? And where am I falling short at? And how can I pick that up where I'm falling at? And that's one thing that I can say for sure is like when you're able to look at your own work and see like, damn, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to figure this out right here. Or you send work to the community and they butcher it, they RRU that bit, they real unfiltered it, and you don't take it to the heart, and you're like, okay, now how can I fix these things now for my next session? That will elevate you to that next level, bro. That shit will get you elevated to the next level and fast. Like you will grow so quick. Client ghosting you out there, shoot. You follow up once professionally. After that, you got to understand your lessons learned. Update that contract. Why do I say that, right? Contract doesn't always have to be a physical contract. Contract can be your your policies and agreements, right? It's like when you follow up with a client one time, follow up with them the second time, they don't say anything back. Let's say, for example, they're no-show, or they paid a deposit, then you follow up with them, nothing, you follow up with them again. All right, now you understand that like there has to be a rescheduling fee, or there has to be some other fees that you may have to start to implement that you don't already have there. One thing I can say is hard about rescheduling fees, and what's hard about late fees. Like late fees, you're guaranteed to get, because if they still come to the session, then you got to get paid. But if it's like a no call, no show fee, unless their card is on file, there's really no way for you to get that money from them. So that's one thing I had to like remember too, is if their card is not on file with Acuity or Pixie Set or Square, then shit, there's really no way for you to you can't really charge them that amount. And then I've even noticed like sometimes when I did charge them that amount, you have extra friction that you just created as well. It's like, so I stopped. That's just me though. And I started growing so much more after I stopped. Like I know a lot of people fight and demand respect and fight this and fight that. And it's like a lot of instances, it does make sense. But in some instances too, bro, it's like when that shit's dead, bro. It's like you got the deposit, they ghosted you, they stopped texting you, you about to charge them extra fee and just continuously being like money hungry and doing this and that. And it's like now you got to deal with them coming back at your ass again. Like now they hit you up again. Now they might have more animosity. Like, hey, bro, you charged my card. What the fuck? And now you're going through that. And now you just created another problem when it's like, bro, you charge them an extra $25, $50 and they on your ass about $25, $50. All you got to ask yourself, was that $25, $50 worth me having a new argument that I had to start up? A lot of the times it don't be, because you could just go ahead and move on to the next client that's going to pay you a full amount. That's just me. That's just how I've been able to keep the peace for these 5 years, bro. And in 5 years, I've had, and this is like me telling you guys like why I guess my point of view matters. In 5 years, I can count on both hands how many bad clients I've had. And I could then probably count on one. And I can't think about the sixth one for real. I can count on like within two hands how many bad clients I've had over 5 years, bro. That shit is crazy. Like what? And last year alone, I did over 1,000 sessions. Like over, I think it was 1,113. I think we had counted. I was sitting with like LJ counting, and I think I had counted 1,113. I meant D. 1,113, bro. Last year. That was 2025. And you're telling me that within two hands, I can count how many bad I've had in 5 year span. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. So what I'm sharing with you guys, I feel like this shit worked, bro. Like I'm a very overall, I guess, non-confrontational or passive confrontations, semi-confrontational when it comes to clientele, because your image is everything, bro. So how you decide to bring up a topic or how you decide to deal with these forms of difficult clients, that shit is really what will shape the overall business. Everyone can deal with great clients. Everyone can. Everyone can deal with a good client, with an okay client, with a semi-good client, with a semi-bad client. But an unhappy or a mad or a I hate you client, the way that you deal with those clients basically shape your entire fucking business, bro. Like if you can't deal with those clients like in a good manner, your entire business is drained. Like it is in the floor, right? If you can't find a way to appease these clients or make them happy, sometimes what will make the client happy won't make you happy. And I've been able to have so many happy clients because I've had times where the money is not worth losing the business. The money is not worth Instagram crash out. The money is not worth defamation of character to the sense where it's like, all right, bro, I'll give you a partial refund or like what is it the problem that you want? Do you want re-edits? Do you want a refund? What I'm trying to figure out here in this position, what is the problem overall? Right? A lot of the times it's that you can't control. But what I can control is stopping you from crashing out by issuing you a partial refund or giving you extra edits or issuing you something to please the client to be able to keep the faith gator, to be able to maintain operations, because the whole goal is to be in business for damn ever, basically, until I roll over, bitch. Like, that's the main goal, is to keep this business running. And if I can't please the clientele in certain ways that they see or need fit, I can't keep the business running. So how you deal with difficult clients shapes the entire image of your business. Whether they're a difficult client, they're a difficult collab, they're a difficult high-paying client, that's even worse, right? Like, how you deal with that shapes the entirety of your business. And I don't know if this is the last slide or, okay, bet. Under promise, over deliver. I promise. This is what I do. I promise 3 edits, and I deliver more when I'm able. If I have the time to do extras, guaranteed I'm gonna do extras. Right? You can always deliver 3 edits. I can always deliver 3 edits. I know, and no matter how crunched or crunch time I'm up under, I can give you 3 of them, boys. I can give you 3. Right? Even when I'm fully booked, I can. That's my bare minimum. I could give you 3. Right? Even when I'm exhausted, I can give you 3. This is my floor, not my ceiling. Right? When I have extra time, I'll surprise you with some extra edits. That gives that wow fact, wow, the sound effect factor, right? The client feels taken care of, right? They post about you, they talk about you, they give you referrals, 5-star reviews, all this stuff. This is the thing that helps me stay afloat, right? I had a client that I had a prom shoot 2 days ago, right? Did a prom client, their package came with 3 edits. They added 2 extra edits on there. They added 2 extra edits, and they added 2 extra edits in their add-on package. Then after the session, they added 7 edits, right? Okay, cool. 7 extra edits added on to those 5. So that's 5 plus 5 plus 2, LOL. That's 12, right? So they had 12 edits total. I ended up liking about 6 other photos that they didn't select. I still edited those images and delivered those images to my clients. Why? Because they were images that I liked and that I wanted to add to my portfolio. That's my way of getting my creative bone stroked, like of me being able to fulfill my creative itch, my creative bone, my creative, idea, right? I like these images. I want them edited. I want them in my portfolio. I'm going to go ahead and edit them anyways. And if I'm going to edit them anyways, why not just add them into your final draft? And when I send them over, here you go. I added some extras in there because I really loved how they came out. Thank you so much for trusting me with this memory XYZ. Oh my gosh, you added extras. Thank you so much. Blah, 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 all of that. Or when you send it to the client, I'll be like, hey, I see you had extra photos in there. I didn't pay for those XYZ. How do you want me to XYZ? I'm like, no, you're all good. I had added those in there. Those are some images that I had that I personally loved myself, and I just wanted you to have those. Oh my gosh, what? Boom, referral, 5-star review, and they feel taken care of. Client psychology, right? Under promise, over delivered. I'm thinking about giving y'all last an assignment, but I'm like, the last assignment ain't done yet. But like, we'll see on some shit. But I want to make this assignment, but part of me is like, I don't even know if y'all are gonna because I still got to do the last one. So I may wait on this assignment or not, type shit. But we'll see. I'm trying to see. Hold on. So this assignment was going to be to book some form of shoot, whether it's a collaboration. A lot of you guys already kind of did this. I seen Wicked pulled through at one of them. I think Wicked had a typo in one of his. I forgot. I was looking at your homework and I saw something and I was like, it's like make sure to send your on when you reach out. Like, that's literally, I know you meant to say email and phone number, but in one of those you didn't say email or phone number, and I think that was like a typo, huh?
Nah, I didn't do that because I already know him like personally, so like I skipped the email and.
Okay. I was like, huh? I think. Yeah.
It's in there like in my actual template, but
yeah. Nah, you're good. Okay, that makes sense. Cause I was reading it, I was like, huh? Cause the word on was out of nowhere. I was like, huh? I was like, oh, he must have pasted the template and then deleted that part. I was like, okay. So yeah, but book a shoot, even if it's a collaboration, and find some way to get that BTS record intentionally, right? Get their reactions, vibes, however, like literally using the same template that we used before for the class. It is like a Monday to Monday assignment. I feel like 7 days is enough for you to get somebody locked in. Maybe not shoot with them, but 7 days is enough. I feel like to outreach, and maybe you shoot this weekend. Maybe you outreach, and I don't know. Even if that bitch is a headset, some 30 minutes, something. I feel like it's something. I'm trying to really push you guys beyond your barriers, because I know a lot of you guys are like usually scared to like email, reach out, or meet people, or try to do shit with strangers. I don't know. I'm trying to push y'all beyond y'all barriers to help to make y'all get out of y'all comfort zone. But a lot of y'all that came to meetups, so I'm pretty sure now y'all know how to talk to strangers. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, right? But have yourself a pre-shoot checklist, such as like your gear, your location, client prep. But pre-shoot checklist is not a checklist you're gonna have every single session. It's really just for you to show me that you have that put your mental checklist on paper. Right? Basically, it's like, oh, before the session, I need to make sure that I have this, that, X, Y, Z, boom, whatever, right? And, go ahead, Sean.
I had a question about the whole like finding people and stuff like that. What I found myself doing with the outreach assignment that we had, instead of going to people that I know personally, I've really been going to like on Instagram. You see like where it says suggested for you.
Yep.
That's DM, and I don't know who the hell they are, but I just be doing that.
Yep.
Is that crazy?
No, it's not crazy, because that means they know somebody that you follow, or that's somebody that you took a photo shoot for. Like, yeah, nah, I don't think that's crazy. And I think like the way that you outreach that's what I said. I don't think it was you. It was somebody that I needed to give critique on for their homework. But basically what I was saying was, when you reach out to people and you cold message them, add value. A lot of you guys are forgetting to add value. Like, you were just like, hey, my name's XYZ. If you want to do a photo shoot ever, hey, here's my number. Definitely check out me and send me your name and email when you're ready to shoot. Like, that's chill, but you have to add value. Like, maybe you watched their story and saw that they had a birthday coming. Maybe you watched their story and saw that they had a maternity coming. Maybe you looked at their highlights and you see that their birthday is loading up or coming up. Or maybe you looked at their page and they have a nail business that doesn't have no images on it. Maybe in their bio they got their nail or lash brand or haircut company or whatever the hell, and you click on that and there's no real images on there. Maybe that's the value. Maybe like, hey, I just checked out your hair page. I would love to help you XYZ. Here's my name and here's my number. Reach out with your name and email. We can start planning some concepts out for you to potentially get your nail business on the go. Like, you know what I'm saying? A little shit like that. But y'all are forgetting to add value. That's one thing I noticed when I was watching you guys' homework and looking at it. A lot of you guys forgot to add value. So remember to add value to the person you're reaching out to, because it will make them more likely to reach back out. So when you reach out, if you don't add value and you just say gimme, you say gimme by saying, hey, are you looking to do a photo shoot? That's give me. Then you say, when you have a chance, text my number with your name and email. That's give me, because you just asked for 3 things right there. And then you say, let me know when you reach out so I can check. That's give me. You just ask for 4 things without giving them shit. So you got to give them something and then ask to receive things. So, hey, really love what you're doing with your nail business. I know you don't have that much content up. I would really love to help you get that off the floor. You just gave. Hey, I checked out your nail business. Really like what you got going on. Gave. Well, that's one. Right? You say, I would really like to help you, get some more content for your nail business. That's give me. That's 2. You know what I'm saying? And then you could even say, like, I got a special going on, right? I don't know. That's like a give and take at the same time. Like, right now I'm building my portfolio through businesses and X, Y, Z, and you will be a really good fit to what I'm looking to do. That's give me. That's 3. I mean, that's give me. That's 3. And then now you ask. You know what I'm saying? You just gave value. Now you go, whenever you have the chance, definitely text my booking cell so we can continue planning if you're interested. Send your name and email. Once reaching out, let me know so I could, when you reach out, so I can check. Bow. You just gave value, and then ask. Now it's an even give. Rather than you saying, give me this, give me that, right? Instead of giving them, and then give me this, give me that, give me this. That makes sense? Some human.
Yeah, makes sense.
So yeah, but give value. That's one thing I noticed about a lot of you guys' homework when I was watching, is you guys were take, and no one really gave value. So definitely give value and let them know like what you like about them. Because what are you reaching out to them because they're just a random person? Do they have a family? Do they have anything going on in their lives? Are they a content creator? Are they not? Do they have a business? Do they not have a business? Do they have a daughter? Do they like are they a fan? Like how can you screen them? Like you went to their page and you saw they had like 92 followers and 2 posts. That's not really enough information for me to ask shit from you for real. You know what I'm saying? But if I go on your page and you got 92 followers, but you got 12 posts, and one of the posts is a picture with your family, with a family, you got a family, and maybe your daughter's in like whatever the hell, and somebody's about to graduate on your story. I don't know. You just gave me enough information to now curate some form of message to send to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, summer's coming up. I have summer minis going on, or summer's coming up and I have fall minis coming on, whatever the hell. I would love to be able to capture you and your family to create some lifelong memories, whatever the hell. That's enough information that you got from their page to reach out. And you were able to give value and get value at the same time. But if you're reaching out to somebody who don't got that many photos up, you don't have enough, data to even know how to curate your message. So understand, at least if you understand like they're a realtor and they got 92 followers and they only got 2 posts, at least I know your ass is a realtor, right? So now I know how to reach out to you. Or if they got dental associate in their bio and they got like 12 photos, or they got something pretty going on, or a decent following that you can gain from. You see that those followers are value for me. All right, if I work with you, I can potentially get a piece of that, right? Now I know what value can I give you. You're a dental associate, you run your own business and you're doing XYZ, home dental, I don't know, whatever the hell, you do veneers, whatever it is. All right, bet. Now I could bring you value. Like, oh, I would love to help. I've been working with businesses. I would love to help you scale your veneer services using content and boom, boom, boom. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely hit my booking cell at XYZ with your name and email for better communication. We can continue playing for that session. I would love to do that for you. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be able to see any type of like page, business, whatever the hell, and know how to flip that bit to do your bidding, right? You should know how to reach out to anybody, any type of business, any type of person. You should be able to be like, oh, bet this is a real estate agent, I know what to do. This is a lash tech, I know what to do. This is a barber, I know what to do. This is another, this is a dance coach, I know what to do. This is a Mai Tai coach, I know what to do. Like these are people that I've worked with. That's why I said those. But it's like you know what to do no matter who the individual is. And you know how to reach out no matter who the individual is. Right? And I would say also I want you guys to reflect. So the number 3 is that reflection. I might make this the entire homework, but I'll let y'all know whether I do or don't. But I want you guys to identify a difficult scenario with a client or a difficult something that you encountered in the past. And I want you guys to write out what you could have done better or how you could have responded better. Because there's always a time where there's some shit hit the fan and we thought that we weren't the problem, but now we sit down and look back and be like, damn, I probably could have did this different. I probably could have said that different. I probably could have controlled my XYZ. I probably shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? And I do this shit with y'all if y'all want. But I mean, I kind of just walked y'all through one of my scenarios as well. But just certain things like that, it's like, okay, well, I could have potentially offered a refund so that way they didn't go and talk BS on social. You know what I'm saying? So just little things like, in what ways could I have better protected my image? In what ways could I have better protected the business and the name of the business, right? So things like that. So just kind of keep this in the back of your mind. I may make this due on Monday. I may not. I may talk about it again on Wednesday's class, but I will let y'all ass know. If I do that, because I think I want to, because I feel like this would be a really good assignment for you guys, for those who do it, for those who want a yearbook, LOL. I think this would be a good, I think this would be really good for you guys for sure. Write your pre-shoot checklist. Yeah, that's not a hard one. Book a shoot, that's not a hard one. Like collabing, reaching out. If you collab and reach out and no one reaches back out, I'm not gonna be mad at you because you still completed number 1, which was attempting to book a shoot. So that's not bad. But identifying a difficult scenario from your past and writing out a better response, I would want to see that from everybody. Even if you got ghosted, maybe like what could you have done better? If you don't have if the worst thing that you had happen to you is you get ghosted, all right, cool. What could your ass have done better to not get ghosted? Maybe you didn't communicate well enough, right? Maybe there's something in there that you didn't do right. Maybe all you see is you blaming the client or the subject, but there were parts in there that you got to humble yourself on and understand that you did do something wrong, right? So Yeah. Any last minute questions before we end class? Let me know. No? Okay. All right. Everybody understand everything? Everything all good? Was this a good class today? Might have traumatized up a little bit on y'all ass. I'm sorry. Yep. Everybody got thumbs. Cool. Yeah, this class was needed. Not going to lie. Bet. Camilla, you good? I seen thumbs from everybody but you. You sleep?
I'm here. Sorry. Okay.
Nah, you good. Bet. Bet. All right. I love you guys. I'll keep you guys updated and things of that nature. In terms of if we decide to, I would say, change schedule on classes and stuff like that. And if I decide to, start going back to some virtual class, I do miss recording. I do miss some pre-recorded stuff because being able to show up on socials, like, I don't know whether y'all guys believe me or not, but bro, I'm OD an introvert, gang. So showing up 3 times a week be draining the shit out of my ass. So like, if at any point in time I could start dropping some pre-recorded, boy, I would feel amazing. Like, cause of bruh. So yeah, go ahead, Sean.
I realized you was dropping content like 2 times a day all weekend. You think we should like try to keep that momentum going, or is like,
Bruh, if you're fucking capable, like I did that shit for 2 years straight. It's not hard, bruh. It's not hard at those exact same times. Like I did that shit for 2 years straight, right? I have this notebook right here that keeps me accountable for that exact thing that they were talking about. So I have dates. Damn, this shit ain't even gonna focus. There we go. I have dates and times on here 2 times a day. I have the ones crossed out days that I do. So I've done that shit for 2 years straight, which I know it's possible, and I know that it's not as hard as humans make it. The only hard part is having enough content to drop. But in reality, anything's content and everything's content. And if you don't like what you drop, you can always hide it from your main feed. So you can hit the 3 dots, remove from main feed, and put it only in your Reels tab to keep your shit going and to have 2 different portfolios running. So yes, I would definitely recommend doing that. If you can keep the momentum going, yes. Yes. Sean, sorry for cutting you off. Sorry. Should you keep the momentum going? Hell yeah. Like, if you are capable and able, yes, brother. And if you don't have enough content, you got to make enough content. Like, bro, like if you're able to like schedule 2 or 3 days in advance, that will help your ass out too. Like, if you can make a few videos in a day and the schedule is out for the next 3 days, and then 3 days from then you do the same thing again. So like, I stay 3 days ahead. So like, I'll make 6 videos in one day and then have those scheduled for the next 3 days. Then I'll make 6 more videos, 3 days, 6 more videos. That's how I stay. That's how I stay up, because I can only plan 3 days ahead of my life for real. Because everything just start happening within those 3 days. So I definitely would recommend, if you can stay 3 days ahead, stay 3 days ahead.
I feel like I could do it for a little bit, but I still have a lot of content from when I was in Atlanta. Like, I got the whole streetwear posts and things like that stuff. I feel like I can do it.
I would definitely say do it. Like, if you got enough content to last you the next 6 days, even if it was one time a day, this is what I recommend. I recommend scheduling out 1 a day for the next 6 days first, and then double up if you have some left. Carolina, I saw your damn comment. I'm gonna respond to you. I saw it. I'm gonna read it. I know you can't talk right now. Just wait. Hold on one moment. All right. So definitely, if you can go from, let's say, Monday to Sunday, you have a video a day from Monday to Sunday at 12 p.m. Schedule those out first and then go back and double up, because at least you hit that 1 mile marker of 1 a day. So if you can hit the mile marker of 1 a day rather than just being frequent, the goal is to be consistent and not frequent. Frequent means that I posted today twice, tomorrow twice, the next day twice, and then I skip 2 days, then I post twice again. No. Try to be consistent. So same time every day. So at least knock out 12 until Sunday. So between now and Sunday, schedule 12 p.m. out every single day until Sunday. And then if you still have content left over, double up. And then next Sunday, do the same shit again.
All right, yeah, my last one. I'm not a question today, but last question. I don't know if you ever noticed, but I'm like my Instagram feed, I have my layouts like every row is a shoot itself.
You do threes.
Yeah, I be posting 3. So you think like to help spread it out, I should just do like one picture at a time, like a day type of vibe, you know what I'm saying?
That would help you out, because if you did, let's say, this is what I used to do. So I used to do 12-4-6. So 12 p.m., 12. I still do this to this day, but I don't do it every single day anymore like I used to. So when I was keeping up with it to help with the exact same thing you're trying to do is 12, 4, 6. 12 p.m. is a reel or a piece of visual video content. 4 p.m. is a photo post, static or carousel, and then 6 p.m. is another reel. So it's like I would do 12, 4, 12. I mean 12, 4, 6. That's what I did. So then that helps. So that way the 2 reels and you got a photo post. 2 reels, photo post. Like the middle post each time is a photo.
All right, but I'm gonna try that out.
So yeah, because 12, 4, 6, I did. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I love that. I like 4 p.m. for like a photo post isn't bad. Or you could like switch it around. You could do 4 p.m. for a reel post, but I wouldn't post 2 reels that close together. Like 4 p.m. and reels need to be at least 6 hours apart to give them time to grow and breathe. If they're too close, the second reel will outshine the first one. Like the second reel will stunt the growth of the first one. Like if you're like going up like a rocket and then another one comes out, it's going to chop off and you're going to kind of go down while the next one starts to grow from there. Like you just stunted the growth when it could have kept going up. So you got to give it at least 6 hours to breathe. You got it, Sean?
All right, but I appreciate that.
No, you're welcome, bro. Oh, wait, I can't talk, but if I have to turn down a client because they're being too difficult to come to an agreement after working with them before the shoot even happens, what's better, telling them you're not compatible or referring them to another person? Referring them to another photographer. I'm not able to, how have I said that? I've done this before. I've referred people to Kenny. Like I've referred people to like other photographers if I wasn't able to fulfill their vision or fulfill something at the time that they were able or what they needed or we weren't able to come to like a common consensus. I would refer them out. Like I'd be like, I would probably revert back to the availability. Like if you feel like they're difficult, don't let them know that you're giving them someone else because they're difficult. Don't let them feel like, you're being difficult, so I'm gonna just give you someone else. You gotta let it be like on some, you're not available anymore. Like, for the agreed date, for our agreed date, I no longer have availability. I have prior occasions that I have to attend to. However, I do happen to have another photographer that may be able to service you a lot better. Here's their Instagram. I would let them know that you're on the way, or you can hit them up to see their availability or view their availability for said project XYZ. Like I've done that before too. Does it make you look bad? No, because you just gave them a new solution to the problem. If you said I'm not going to service you or I'm no longer available, that makes you look bad because you didn't give them a solution to their problem. I've given clients solutions to their problems, especially even when I don't want to work with them. Like if you know they're going to be difficult, not necessarily know they're going to be difficult, but feel like it's something that you can't do or you don't have the energy or the capability or the ability to do so, then I definitely would turn them over to someone who does have capability of dealing with them or have mental capacity or the need to deal with said client. I've done it, right? And it makes you look good because you gave them a reference. You didn't leave them high and dry. If you let them high and dry, you look bad because they came to you with a problem. You didn't solve it, right? My clients come to me with a problem. I can solve it myself or I can point them to someone who can solve it. And it still makes you look good regardless, which is why I don't believe in gatekeeping because someone got to solve that problem. Once referred a client to about 5 photographers because I couldn't make it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it makes you look good because they'll still come back to you and be like, damn, bro, you had put me on with XYZ, bro. Like, I appreciate you. Like, so you're saying wait for them to give me a date and then say that I can't. That's what I would do. I would say like, what date? Like, this date. I'm like, oh man, for that date, I don't happen to be available. However, I have another photographer that can XYZ, boom, boom, whatever. Or I have a lot of bookings going on around that date. I don't happen to have availability. However, I can point you to someone who may have open availability to be able to, service your needs or XYZ. Like whatever that may be or however that may look, that's what you do. And that's what I have done. And I still do that. I never tell a client no. I may redirect their ass, but I will never tell them no. That's me though. That's me. I'm not telling you not to say no, but that's just what I do. Okay, one more question. Go ahead. Ask that. I got me a kneeling pad for my knees, y'all. Like I got this kneeling pad for my knees. I keep playing with it. I need to take this out, but it's for like, cause I don't have a standing desk yet, but I'm gonna get a standing desk. And then when I stand up, when I stand down, when I stand up, when I stand down. Do you have a policy on commercial rights For my regular ass clients, no. Do I have a policy on commercial rights for my commercial clients? Yes. But I don't put it in my regular website because that's for regular clients. You know what I'm saying? D, use a hoe, bro. Bro, leave me alone, bro. See, I'm on my kneeling pad right now. You can't even tell. This bit feel great. Like, it's for my back. Remember I had a back spasm the other day. Not the other day, like a month and a half ago. And I have to like stretch out my back and things of that nature. So, use a hoe, bro. Did you just include commercial? Do you just include it in commercial gigs? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, my commercial gigs don't even really come through my website a lot of the time. They'll see it, but they don't book through our website. They like that's a consultation. That's a consultation requirement. You only find me commercially like Nike or like one of the other brands like Adidas, Nike, or Puma that I've worked with through someone else. Like someone's referred you to me. Like that's usually what it is. Like it's usually I get referred to from someone else that has worked on their team or through their PR or an A&R management or somebody like that, and then that's when commercial rights come into play. So before that, it's like, you know what I'm saying? What if it's normal place to small businesses? Nope. I'm in the business of supporting small businesses. I'm not in the business of taking bread from small businesses. Y'all might not fuck with that idea of what I'm talking about, but I do, and that's just how I do business. Because I feel like if I add commercial rights and extra money and extra stuff like that onto like small businesses, it's like, bro, I'm taking it from myself, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro. So you just give it away. And my eyes, bro, they're a regular client, bro. If you're a small business, bro, you're a regular client. You're a regular individual that's trying to make it just like me. So if I'm being real, I mean, that's just what I do. I mean, y'all might ask somebody else and they might say something different, but to me, bro, the images are yours, gang. Have them shits. Because I'm going to go create with somebody else and you're going to tell somebody and speak highly about me. You're going to refer me to other people. I'm going to continue to grow business. I'm going to continue making hella bread a month, and I'm going to continue being fine regardless of me having rights to your work or not. But if I work with like Hollister or some shit, best believe I'm getting commercial rights. If I'm working with like, you know, Mom and Joe's subs, no, bro, I'm not about to tax Mom and Joe's subs. They are trying to make it just like me. We all small businesses. So you can have them shits. But I think that's also like the part that like, that shit that might be the part where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to be careful on what I say, because like, I'm trying to offend nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be trying to offend nobody, bro. Joe better give me that 25% discount when I come for the subs, though. I was like, it's a law firm. It depends on how big the law firm is, I guess. Like, I've done headshots for a law firm, and I've done rebranding for a law firm. I didn't care enough to do any form of commercial usage. Like, it wasn't that big of a law firm either, though, but I didn't care enough, if that makes sense. I don't know, bro. I'm in the business of relationship building, and like I'm in the business of relationship building and creating, bro. When it comes to like the overly business stuff, it's like a lot of us put a lot more stress on it when it doesn't have to be. It's like, bro, as long as I'm able to do good work and I have good work, you're gonna continue to come back to me. If you're not a big fully established brand or fully established XYZ, it's like it's not really necessary for me to be on your bumper or on your ass. And also working with those types of companies is way harder than working with an individual LOL. Like it's so much more that comes with it. Like you lose all creative freedom, you lose damn near all creative rights. Like not creative rights, like you don't lose like not necessarily creative rights, but like creativity just gone. Like they be having people that plan the shot list, that create the ideas, mood. Like you're really just a photographer. Like you really lose all forms of creativity when working with like overly commercial XYZ, and the job gets really boring after that. So that's just talking from experience, bro. So it's like I much rather shoot individuals and people who somewhat got money. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the lesser tier. Like you know what I'm saying? Like going too high after a while, it's like, bro, you're dealing with like really really big individuals who got like too much to lose, too much extra shit for you to think about as a photographer. Too much shit for you to sign, too many new papers, too much documentation. Like, bro, like it gets aggravating. That's just how I look at it. I'm in the business of relationship building, bro. If I could get that work done, give it to you, on to the next. Keep creating, keep delivering, keep being passionate, keep having fun, and just keep enjoying the shit that I do, bro. It's fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Or content creators with 24-hour turnaround. And bro, D, is that a are you being shady towards me, nigga? Like, what is that, bro? Like, cause I feel like you're talking about me, bro. Like, I feel like you're talking directly to you. Suck, okay, bro. Like, what you just shaded me like that, bro? Like, D, do you love what you do or not? Like what, bro? You know what, bro? What? Yo, they be having me up at 4 a.m. I didn't tell you to be up at 4 a.m. No one told you not to have Wi-Fi at your job, D. You the one who don't got Wi-Fi at your job. You don't have to be up at 4 a.m. if you got Wi-Fi at your job. Drop the song again. Bruh, D just dissed me. Like, damn, brother. Like, what? I feel that individuals to small business. Yeah, like, individuals and small businesses, bro, we are trying to make it, bro. I feel like we all in the same fucking pool. Like, we all trying to make it, bro. It's like when it comes to a corp door or some big shit, oh yeah, I'm taxing you because you have it. Like, what? But like, I'm not trying to, like, even if I know a small business got it, bro, I'm not treating them like that, bro. But like a Fortune 500 business, or a business with all of the extra payroll and employees, give me that. What? Yes, sir. And write it off. But when it comes to mom and pop, like, bro, I can't do that, bro. We are trying to make it. We are, and then also just like there's a lot of things in business, especially as being a photographer, that add extra friction that's not needed to be there. Like, there's a lot of times where we are adding extra friction that doesn't need to exist. Like, we'll put friction in places that have no business having friction. Like there be shit that don't you doing a noodle bar you're doing a noodle bar or what's it called? You're doing a noodle bar or a coffee shop, mom and pop coffee shop, right? You're doing a noodle bar, mom and pop coffee shop, and you're over here charging mom and dad and auntie and uncle usage rights and all this other stuff just for like taking pictures of the coffee. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, damn, they barely could even understand anyways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they barely know what the hell you talking about. And you just charge mama and papa Lynn, you know what I'm saying, for they noodles an extra $2,000. Yeah, bro. It's just like, I can't do that, bro. I don't know. However y'all run y'all shit is how y'all run y'all shit. But me personally, I know how I run my shit. And I know that I don't run my shit like that. So it's really up to y'all, bro. But there are photographers that do that as well. There are photographers that, you know, like, I'm trying to say the wrong shit. I'm gonna just chill. But yeah, reroute unfiltered and shit and things of that nature. But just understand how you want to run your business, bro, and run your business accordingly. I'm out, y'all. Got to get my grandmother ready for bedtime. All right, girl. Talk to you later. See you Wednesday. But yeah, just keep in knowing how you want your business to be and how you want it to, you know, things of that nature, man. I love y'all though. I'm going a little bit over time for sure. I'm gonna do another Q&A. I think I do a Q&A at the beginning. I need to start noting this down. At the beginning of each month, I need to do a Q&A. I need to post a Q&A. I'm gonna just put this for the month, so that way you guys can ask what you want videos about. Just like a general Q&A for what you guys want videos about, so I can make sure that me and D get that shit done within that time frame. What if we did a quiz? Haven't done a quiz in a minute. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, bet. I should do a Quizlet in class too. No, what is it called? Kahoot, my nigga, yeah.
I'm blessed. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, bro, it's definitely time for a Kahoot. We done got too used to the slides. Oh yeah, we done got too used to the slides. Uh, 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 About to get a nice little Kahoot. Gonna play Kahoot. Oh yeah, everybody gonna get their phones. But then again, we can't. Can we play Kahoot? Because everybody might be on their phone for the call. So like, trying to log into the Kahoot while also on the call might not hit right. We gotta figure it out though. I'll figure it out. So create Kahoot. I also want to make the classes a lot more. I think I'm gonna do a. I think 8 to 10 p.m. is chill though. I'm gonna do a Q&A, like asking questions about the classes and like what times are everybody mostly available if we need to change the class time. But I think 8 to 10 p.m. is chill, like especially like on both days. Like it's 2 hours after you get off work for real, like or 3 hours after you should be getting off work for real, or whatever. I think that's chill. We all photographers. We either got laptops and iPads. Okay, you right, type shit. You right. You right. I owe y'all a quiz for sure. I definitely owe y'all ass a quiz. I owe y'all a good ass quiz too about client management and marketing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We just don't forget our laptops. When you guys watch the vlog, you guys will know what the hell we're talking about. Oh my goodness, boy. I did not forget my laptop. Yeah, you suck, bro. You forgot your laptop when it mattered though. Mine didn't matter. I still finished the job and got mine done. You forgot your laptop. You forgot your laptop when it mattered. Like you were on a work trip and forgot your laptop. How you go on an entire work trip and forget your laptop? You finished the job behind time, behind schedule. The video was supposed to have been posted. So what are you really talking about, D? Don't want to hear it. We're currently still behind schedule. Thank you very much. Because of said laptop being lost and having to catch up. I thought it was a vacay. Nah, no damn vacay. You ain't flying first class and no damn vacation. Thought we was going to the beach and all. We ain't do no damn beach. All right, create Kahoot. So I need to do a Q&A. I need to do a quiz. Okay. Bet. Okay, I need to do client management and marketing quiz. Man-made beach. Man, ain't no damn beach in Atlanta. Especially not one I think I want to go to though. I don't know what I would see at that beach. I might be scared. All right, let me see. So client management quiz, and then a review Kahoot. I want to do a review over the last months for y'all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like heavy classes on Mondays, and I think I'm gonna do light classes on Wednesdays. I might do a heavy class on a Monday and like a light class on a Wednesday. So Wednesday's gonna be a light class. It might be like 8 to 9 p.m. or something like that. Okay, so client management quiz and a review Kahoot. And then I need to upload this slide for today. We're gonna do like a few classes after this, not after this, but where we kind of like chill off slides. I got one more slide deck for y'all, and we might chill off slides for a little minute, like a week probably. But doing more so like I guess interactive things with everybody, so everybody could be talking and shit. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the class times the same. Thought about changing them, try to make it easier for others, but I think 8 to 10 is solid. All right. I love you guys. I'll drop that Q&A. I'll do the homework for you guys to be able to do. But outside of that, I will talk to you guys later. Hasta luego. Buenas noches.